I was reading a poem um, titled "The Peace of Wild Things." I don't know if you ever read it. Wendell Berry, beautiful, beautiful poem. But there's something about the myth that nature is this sort of this peaceful world out there. We go out and relax there. I was reminded of this painting too many years ago in California. It's this artist, which whose name I can't remember. I think it was Kovacs or something like that. And he had this painting. It was this dark night, beautiful suburban homes, a couple of lights lit, a lake in the foreground, and in the background, the homes along the shore of the lake. And then right in the foreground was this little fish jumping out, and a massive fish with teeth coming out and, about to eat it. So there was this sort of serene kind of place, but, not so peaceful. So this is titled Deus Ex Machina. I walked into the summer woods to rest my heart inside its wild peace. Let the quiet lay my despair down, and the majesty of the green canopy lift my eyes. Seeing no path, I cut through undergrowth, found a fallen tree to sit, listen, watch the non-human world. As I sat laying down my errors, they fell at my feet from high above. Fighting, tumbling, like tiny seraphim, they came down a thread of light from the forest heights, and in the dirt they rolled over sticks and rocks, two drunks in a bar brawl, a large spider and a wasp. The spider desperately trying to avoid the wasp's jabbing abdomen, while it tried with its two extra limbs to sink its fangs into the wasp's head. I sat there, a spectator at a Roman Colosseum, spellbound by death's drama. I cheered for the spider for a moment, then I cheered for the wasp when I saw it losing. I watched like a god, knowing one touch would end their struggle. What am I to do with the world that falls at my feet? Make myself believe I hear prayers in their tiny tongues, my thoughts urging me to interfere, to reach down into the inhuman world and stop the final act, save from certain death the spider or the wasp? Or would I be taking the meal from the spider or the womb from the wasp? I sat lost inside that wild peace, weighing why I wanted only to revel in the moment, to sit without belief or human presumption before I thank them for the wisdom, for the spectacle, for their sacrifice. And I walked out of the woods with my heart at peace, content to be alive again. I wrote this poem, and at first when I wrote it, people asked me questions. It's about Hades, in a sense, and Demeter. And many people will, believe that Hades can't have children because he's the god of death. So, he can't have children. But in reality, if you read the stories, the mythology about Demeter, in fact, it is a Demeter, Persephone, who was born from Demeter, is hidden in a cave because, Demeter is afraid that Zeus is going to come and kill Persephone. And he does, in fact, go into the cave, and he rapes Persephone, and Persephone gives birth to Dionysus. I'm sorry, yeah, not Zeus, Hades goes into the cave and he kills. He impregnates Persephone. She gives birth to Dionysus, and this story is kind of woven in here about the cave and Demeter and Persephone. Demeter. As my mother descended into the Hadean world of schizophrenia, hearing the voices of angels and saints she named us after, Mother took off with my sisters, brothers, and me to live in the city of angels. My grandmother, who shamed her son into marrying, started to panic for her grandchildren. She took a bus and rode 1,800 miles across the Chihuahuan and Sonoran deserts in search of us. Not speaking the language, nor having traveled anywhere, she found us spread among a family of deranged angels, and took those of us who could walk back to live with her. My mother, crazy still, knew Hades would come to eat her children, hid with my baby sister and newborn brother in a church where she went to listen to her voices, until she finally descended. In the earliest photo I have, all 5 of us are standing around hugging Demeter, who is sitting next to her rose garden, that garden where she taught me of beauty, seeds, and nurturing. My grandmother hid us between Hades and madness until one day my father came and left her crying in the rose garden, waving to us as Hades drove us off to live with him in hell. And when he'd eaten my oldest sister, it was summer again, and we returned to live with our grandmother every summer, one less one. After my brother was gone, Hades saw I was going to be his last. So he went out, found my little sister and brother, yanked them from foster homes, brought them laughing and happy as we had been, after he was done abusing them. And the saints and angels were all gone. He came into my room one day trying to harm me, and I hit my father, threw him down, and stood over him crying. And when he went out of town, I ran and still run from anything stinking of heaven or hell.